Hi, I'm Leanna Garcia. I'm going to be doing my reflection for Module 6. About the online learning, I think COVID, it was happening before COVID, but with COVID, it made it more prevalent. It became almost a norm to do online learning instead of just in classroom, brick and mortar learning. Um, I do think because of the changing times, it is important to learn how to do the online learning. To do, and I do believe there should be some parameters. Like one of the parameters I believe should be the like how big the class is. So that way it kind of feels a little bit more personal. So instead of having like hundreds of kids in your one class, I think it should be like down to maybe 20 students. I think it'd be more of a personal feel, even though it's all online. I think there should be a mixture of, as that school K-12 was on there, the virtual school. They showed that they did stuff on the microscope. They did online, like they did the online, but did the hands-on learning. They had teachers like right on site teaching, helping you through everything, there to guide you and the person that's helping you, whether it be a parent, a family member, a friend that's helping you with your schooling. Um, so I think the class size really does make a difference. And I think it just makes it life easier for the student as well. Um, for the teacher as well, I mean. Um, I don't know if it should be a requirement for there to be an online learning, to complete an online learning course prior. I mean, a lot of, not saying all, but a lot of high school students, when they get to their senior year, they are able, actually, I think it starts, at least in the state of Kansas, they can start taking college classes in their sophomore year. So, starting even in their sophomore year, I think if they do their college course, a lot of students will just do the online college courses instead of driving all the way from their school to the college. Some of them do in person college classes, but there are a lot of college classes that are available to high schoolers for dual credit, going towards a degree that they're going to be working towards when they graduate. Um, so I think they will get that um, experience of online learning, whether they've had it in the past before, but with COVID shutting everything down, I think most of our students have had some sort of online learning experience. Um, and like I said, now I think it's almost like a norm. And also with the shortage of teachers, I know from experience in our high school that I work at, we didn't have a science teacher for, at least maybe 2 years, maybe 2 to 3 years. And so what they did is they did an online, they went through online, and it was through a company called Elevate, and they had teachers that would teach all the different areas of the high school um, science. So we had physical science, we had biology, we had chemistry. I believe those were the only three science classes there were. And we were able to find a science teacher, an awesome science teacher this year. So, but we still, like for electives, we are a small district. So, um, this year, and even last year they started it too, is they had Spanish 1. And so this year they continued with the Spanish 2. And then next year I think they're going to offer Spanish 1 and 2, still doing it through Elevate because we don't have a Spanish teacher. So our kids here are getting some form of online, in person, and also they can go back to the notes and review what the teacher taught that day and everything. So whenever they are ready for their test or whatever, they will have it and on hand so they can read it and review what was taught. Um, I think it can be a good thing, but I do think that when you do online learning, you can't do, just by watching our students, you can't rely on just doing it, just looking at a screen all the time. You need to put in some hands on aspects, whether it be writing, doing experiments, just different things, whatever is being taught, doing crafts if you're doing in the elementary level. So I think it is very important to not only do online looking at the screen and doing stuff on the screen, but also doing hands on learning, so kids can still develop their handwriting, their fine motor skills, and so on. Um, So, yeah, that is my reflection of Module 6. Thank you very much.